There are some places that cannot be found on tourist maps, but once you set foot there, it will feel as if these places have been living in your dreams for a long time. There are some mountains whose names are not on the GPS, but to the locals, they are the soul of the world. And there are some lives going on high in the mountains whose stories no one tells, until you see them with your own eyes. There are many mysterious places hidden in the vast map of China that have created an incredible world of nature and culture. From Sigunan to Fanjingshan, from Kanas Lake to Tianmen Mountain. Every place has features that are hard to believe. It's not the signs that are shown on travel air. It's a completely different world. Raw, sacred, and so real that language is lost. Our temples floating in the clouds, songs hidden in the sand, rainbow-colored mountains just a fairy tale? No, they are real. And today we are out in search of that reality. So let's step into the unseen valleys and gorges of China. Let's start with Mount Huashan. It's one of the 5 sacred mountains in China. The highest peak is about 7,700 feet above sea level. But this mountain is also known as the most dangerous mountain in the world. Yes, narrow paths with only a few inches of space, deep ravines all around, and wooden planks underfoot that hang from the steep cliffs. This 2,000-year-old mountain was once a place where Taoist monks would come to meditate. They believed that the distance between heaven and earth was the shortest at this height. Every year, about 100,000 brave tourists dare to walk this path of death. But China has not finished all its mysteries here. Another thing is hidden ahead Kanas Lake. This S-shaped gorge is hidden at an altitude of 5,200 feet in the high mountains of Xinjiang province. From a distance, it seems as if a god has left an emerald-encrusted mirror on the mountainside. The water of this river radiates such a mysterious green glow in the sunlight that locals call it moon water. The geological history of this river, which is the mouth of a glacier, is about 300 million years old. And the ancient Khanty people once lived on the banks of this river. Even today, their remains can be found in the caves of the mountains. Now let's go south to see the Longji Rice Terraces in Guangxi province. For more than 1,000 years, the Zhuang people have created these handmade step-like fields on the mountain. Spread over an area of about 3,600 acres, this rice terrace is not just a place for cultivation. It is a unique work of art between man and nature. In summer, when the fields are filled with water, the thousands of terraces reflect the sunlight like a huge mirror. It is a scene that seems to have merged with the sky and the earth. Each terrace has its own story. It has its own history. It is as if each step is telling how man has learned to live in harmony with nature. Locals say that their ancestors did not build these fields just for growing crops. Rather, they built them to dedicate them to God so that the goddess Jian Devi could descend on this ridge of the mountain. And because of this belief, even today, prayers are offered on the mountaintop before every harvest. And then comes the colorful Danxia in Zhangye, the Rainbow Mountain on earth. Yes, this mountain is truly colorful. This mountain, formed by geological changes over 540 million years, has layers of red, yellow, green, and gray minerals accumulated in layers. Iron oxide and the accumulation of time-honored sediments create a vast canvas, as if nature has painted it with its own hands. Spread over an area of about 125,000 acres, this world-class mountain was recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2010. But China's real secret lies deeper. Sanqingshan Mountain. This mountain, about 8,150 feet high in Guizhou province, is like a stairway to heaven. After climbing thousands of stone steps, an incredible scene is seen when you reach the top. Two ancient Buddhist temples seem to float in the clouds. How these two temples were built on the top of Kara Mountain is still a mystery. Local legends say that in ancient times a monk dreamed of a Buddhist meditating on the top of this mountain, and since then, this mountain has been known as a holy pilgrimage site. In 2018, UNESCO recognized this mountain as a World Heritage Site because it is home to numerous rare animals, including the extinct Chinese golden monkey. During the rainy season, when clouds surround the mountain, the two temples truly seem to float in a sea of clouds. Now let's come to the gate of heaven. Tianmen Mountain. A huge arch has been naturally formed on the mountain at a height of about 4,000 feet. It is like a gateway to the sky. According to local legend, there was once no crack on this mountain, but thousands of years ago, a strong earthquake caused the mountain to burst open, creating this arch. Since then, it has been known as the Gate of Heaven. People believe that this is the only way to go from death to heaven. To reach this mountain, you have to ride the world's longest cable car, about 7,500 feet long. This mountain has been known as a sacred spiritual place for thousands of years to followers of the ancient Tao religion. And in the desert of China, there is another mystery hidden in the Mingsha Mountain, which is called the Mountain of Songs. Yes, it really is songs. When the wind blows over this sand mountain, the movement of the sand creates a strange sound like a drum. Crescent Spring is located next to this mountain, which is about 6,500 feet high. It offers an impossibly green oasis in the heart of the desert, where water has not dried up for 2,000 years. For travelers on the ancient Silk Road, this place was a piece of paradise in the heart of the desert. The difference in temperature between day and night can be up to 60 degrees Fahrenheit here. Even in such a harsh environment, the greenery of the oasis still survives as if it were an indomitable stubbornness of nature. Finally, our journey ends in Jiuzhaigou, a fairy tale world in Sichuan province. A wonderful combination of 108 colorful rivers, snow-capped mountains, and green forests has made this valley one of the most beautiful places in the world. The water in the rivers here is so clear that you can even see the rocks at the bottom. And in autumn, when the leaves of the trees turn colorful, their reflection in the water is like a canvas painted by nature itself. A strange scene can be